Ever feel like you're running a million miles an hour but going nowhere fast?
I think we can all relate to that feeling.
Right. Today, we're diving into 5 tips for staying focused in a distracting world.
Focus. The holy grail of our always-on world.
Exactly. So, no more willpower wishing for the best, right?
Yeah.
Let's get into these tips. The first one is limit distractions.
Sounds simple enough, right?
Well, easier said than done.
True, but it all starts with awareness. The source emphasizes turning off notifications. And I mean completely off, not just silenced.
Oh, I felt that. Every buzz, every beep, it all adds up.
Each one a tiny hijacking of your attention.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like one minute I'm knee deep in a project, next minute I'm scrolling through a celebrity chef's vacation photos because someone liked my comment from 2019.
Happens to the best of us. That's where dedicated workspaces can help, even if it's just a corner of a room. That mental association works wonders.
It's like signaling to your brain, okay, focus time. Speaking of which, tip #2 is time blocking. I have to admit, I've been hesitant to really embrace this one.
It's about planning your attention, deciding in advance how long you'll spend on specific tasks.
Basically, creating a schedule for your focus.
You got it. And here's the thing, it forces you to prioritize because you can't time block everything.
True that. I actually dabbled in time blocking last week just to test it out, and whoa, I got so much more done. It was like someone flipped a switch.
It works. Now, the next tip might seem a bit, well,
Wow.
you read my mind. Practice mindfulness.
Okay, I have to ask, does this mean I need to start meditating for an hour every day?
No, no, no. Not unless you want to. Mindfulness is simply noticing when your mind wanders, which it inevitably will, and gently guiding it back to the task without judgment.
Ah, okay. No judgment. Got it. So when my mind inevitably wanders off to plan my next grocery run while writing this email,
Just gently guide it back to the email.
like a mental tug of war,
Okay.
I can work with that. All right. Tip #4, and this one feels counterintuitive. Take regular breaks.
Right. It feels almost wrong.
Shouldn't we be pushing through, riding that productivity wave?
Well, here's the thing. Our brains aren't wired for hours of sustained focus. We naturally cycle through periods of high and low energy.
So it's okay to not be on all the time.
Exactly. The source even mentions the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of focused work, followed by a 5-minute break.
Interesting. It's like that saying, sometimes you need to slow down to go fast. All right, final tip. Prioritize tasks. Now, this one seems like a no-brainer. It seems obvious, but it's where a lot of us stumble.
We get lost in the weeds of urgent but not important tasks.
Precisely. And we forget about the tasks that actually move the needle. Remember the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule?
80% of the results come from 20% of the effort.
Right. So the key is to figure out what that crucial 20% is for you.
Love that. Find your 20% and crush it. What's striking to me is how these tips, while practical, really highlight the importance of understanding how our brains work.
Absolutely. It's about working with your brain, not against it. So true. So for everyone listening, what's one small step you can take today to boost your focus? Turn off those notifications, perhaps. Or maybe experiment with time blocking. Let us know. Until next time, stay focused.